so I can live out my fantasy of being 6'3" and have long flowing hair. We will be starting in just a few minutes, so come on down. Find a spot and be prepared to cheer on your favorite knights. Did you just say we need music? Okay. Do you want a sword fight? Come on, let's go and slay. I never stab you anymore. Come out the door. Please don't run away. Those are pretty good fighting words, but my favorite fighting words are go, hey, want to fight? Works every time. Either that or I just make jokes, and then all of a sudden it sounds like it's a haunted house over here. See? Of course, you guys know the safest room in any haunted house, right? Living room.
Did I ever tell you about my first job?
No. What was your first job?
My dad had me crushing pop cans. It was so depressing.
I like it. I like it. You know, my roommate once thought our place was haunted. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I've been here for 250 years and I've never noticed any of it.
Gazing upon my stolen land, nary a comfort but my voice to sing.
I don't know this one, but I like it. It's good.
Rising buds into cold bed, when did I spy a rose in there, waiting for dark as the winter to turn spring. Oh tiny bud, surmount the cold, survive the flood, weather the storm, defy the sky above. We shall see the flying dove, battle the beast and spill their blood, weather the storm, so I may bring your power to my love.
So fancy with his dance moves and armor.
Weather blood runs out red, bury his broken body down below. A tiny band surmount the cold, survive the flood, weather the storm, defy the sky above. We shall see the flying dove, battle the beasts and spill their blood, weather the storm so I may bring your flower to my love. Weather the storm so I may bring your flower to my love.
Perfect timing. Less perfect. Welcome, my lords, ladies, and gentlefolk, to the Oxford Renaissance Festival. We are the Dueling Weapons Academy of Renaissance Fencing. And if that sounds like a mouthful, it's okay. You can call us Dwarf for short. We are a historical European martial arts group. What does that mean? That's a really fancy long name. Well, it's a very long-winded way of saying we hit our friends with swords. Now, I'm going to answer a couple questions I'm sure we might have. First of all, are your swords real? Yes, they are. With one major exception, we haven't sharpened them. Why? Well, because we like our friends and we want to fight them more than once. It takes a lot of time to train them to fight with swords. If you kill them in the first fight, you got to take all that time and train somebody else. What we do is we look at historical manuscripts that date all the way back to the 1300s, or some as recent as the 1700s, and we look at the techniques and we try to recreate them in the most violent way possible. Remember, folks, violence is never the answer. It's the question. The answer is yes. So, I guess now comes the time to ask you, do you want to see a sword fight? Doesn't have to be, but I mean, it's gonna be. All right, well then I'm gonna introduce a couple of fighters. To my left, in the fancy pants armor over here, with his nice red pants and his red coat of plates, we have the one, the only, the man, the flipping legend, literally you saw him flip, Kieran the Cobbler! A humble shoemaker turned to the way of the blade, probably because it pays better. Also, I start to wonder, does he make the shoes or does he just take them off his victims' feet and sell them and be like, that's right, I made these shoes. That's not ox blood red, that's people blood red. To the right, in the red and black, his opponent, the fearsome, the deadly Josie. Now, in this battle, Josie is kind of an unarmored fighter. You can see she's wearing modern protective equipment. That means she has to be very careful because any shot could be a potentially lethal wound. Especially back then when you'd like scratch your arm and then 4 years later die of gangrene. Kieran, on the other hand, is armed, not quite head to toe, but certainly head to waist. In armor, he's going to be very hard to kill. To be honest, he's hard to kill even out of armor. Best of luck, Josie. We are all on your side, right? So when Josie lands a blow, we're gonna go. And when Kieran lands a blow, we're gonna go. Oof. All right, fighters at the ready. Audience at the ready. Lay on. We need some fearsome battle music here. Stab him where it hurts. I know that's not many spots. Round 1, Kieran the Cobbler. Josie, do we have a round 2 in us? Don't take that from him. He's not that impressive. That's right, James, steal his sword. All right, round 2, fights. Let's go, Josie, let's go. Oh, the violence, the death.
You went down so fast.
She's fighting back. Get him, Josie. Oh no, she's lost her head. Kieran's losing his. Well fought. Somebody help him!
How historical or European this has become.
Hey, every sword fight becomes a boxing match if you try hard enough.
Yes, it does.
Well done, let's hear it for him.
I did not know you went down again.
Well, that just looked... Better luck next time, Josie. Better luck next time. You got some stuff to work on still, too. Like actually using a sword, for one.
I hit her with it lots of times.
Maybe. Strong maybe. All right, folks. So, for our second fight, that was a demonstration of unarmored versus armored combat. Now we are going to come in with two of our fully armored fighters. On my right, your left, is the lovely, the luxurious Lightning Lass. Lightning Lass. Yes, she is the Lightning Lass with the blade so fast that you cannot even see her move. All right, we're going to watch, ready, and go. See? You didn't see it. She just went all the way around the world. All right, see it again? And go. Nope. Still didn't see it. Right around the world again. They're telling stories about her elsewhere. Looks like we're getting some technical work figured out on our other adversary. So, on a fully armored opponent, they are clad head to toe in plate. That means that any sword strikes to a place that is covered in plate will not be a lethal hit, which means that the fighters need to be very strategic about where they hit on the armor. And typically, weak points include under the armpits, in between the elbows. Sometimes in historical context, they would try to slip a blade up underneath the aventail because there's rarely ever any neck protection there. And then if you were being really unchivalrous, you'd go for the gooey bits right around here. Because many of these fighters needed to also ride on horses, so they couldn't have any protection there. But that just seems a little unnecessary. Coming in as the worthy adversary is the dark and defiant Sir Robert the Sinister!
Remember, with great power comes great fun.
Personally, my money is on the one wearing armor. Anyways, fighters, are we ready? Audience, are we ready? Lay on, fighters. Get in there, hack, dash, work those points, work the point of your sword in.
Stab him, Lightning Lass! Stab him so fast!
Okay, so Sir Robert, you're allowed to hit her. You know that, right? Quick, Lightning Lass, claim his teeth. Lightning Lass! Lightning Lass! Lightning Lass! These people get it! Lightning Lass! Yes! You know, Lightning Lass, if you take his teeth, the Tooth Fairy doesn't check. You can just have that money. It's all yours. All you have to do is topple the Sinister One. Oh, she's dancing in your face, Sir Robert. That's how low her regard for you is. Oh! Bam! Oh, no! Oh, he's down! She's so slowly stabbing him to make sure the crowd can see. It's very polite. A round of applause for our champion! Splendiferous, well-fought combatants. And by combatants, I mean Lesha. Great job. Sir Robert, I have notes.
Anyone can win a sword fight.
Sir Robert, it's generally considered polite to clean up after yourself. can't just leave that stuff lying around. It's a tripping hazard.
Aw, man.
Now, my lords and ladies, we've had a few rounds of armored combat for your amusement. And next, we have the true test of speed. 2 unarmored combatants will be coming in and facing off with single-handed swords. The cavalry saber. The blade so quick, it's like really fast, guys. Now, coming in on my right, I have the adequately armored, generally amicable Andrew! Facing off against the delightful, the damselesque, the dapper, Dan the Leatherman, son of a tanner! Now, as you recall, both of these men are functionally naked for this fight, so enjoy that. That's in your brain and it's not coming out. Now, any wound to them, that could really be serious business. So, whenever one of them lands a hit, we're gonna go, woo, we love you, James! We all love him! All right. Now, fighters, are you ready? Doesn't matter, battle doesn't care. Get each other! There we go! A nice lightning quick exchange. Cut to the wrist. Oh, keeping those deep targets safe. Oh, Dan's pressing. Oh, he gave you a haircut at her, Andrew. It's all right. You're so charming. You look grand. Oh, Andrew, you do need your throat, though. You should protect that. Yes! Cut to the wrist. Well struck, Andrew. Dan, watch that. Ooh, but you got his ribs. He keeps organs in there.
Mutual death.
I shouldn't have told him your secrets, Andrew. Oh, your knees! Clever girl. Oh! Yes! Oh! Sorry, Andrew, stop pausing. You look so cool, but then he just kills you. Oh, bother! Just for the record, Dan, it actually turns out Andrew keeps his organs in his knees. Oh, no! Yes, twist his neck. Oh no! Andrew's on the ground. Oh, I thought it might have been part of his master plan, but I have my doubts. Yes! Clobber him! He's already dead. Huzzah! Well, Dapper Dan, we hardly knew ye. And you know what? I'm really comfortable with that.
I would hope so.
Well, that was a spectacular exchange, a quick, brutal assault, the non-stop flying of the saber blades. Now we shall contrast that with a lighter, more elegant weapon from a more civilized age. The rapier, the weapon of the musketeer, the intricate battle of geometry to establish the overbind and poke the other guy right in the gizzards. Now, stepping in on my left, I have the mighty, the Machiavellian Matt! Going in against the collaborative, the clobbering, the crustaceal Cody Hater of Puppies! There we go. Some of you listen to the words I say. That was a test. Great job, people who said boo. Okay? The rest of you, I'm wondering. You don't boo someone who hates, you don't cheer for someone who hates puppies. I feel like you would just go anywhere and do whatever you were told. Real following orders types. So governable. All right, fighters, get them. Woo!
Go, Puppy Raider!
Come on, Matt. No one who loves puppies could be good at fencing. Oh! Oh, right in your livy bits.
It's okay, you have two throats. Everyone knows that.
Come on. Ah, yes, the intricate game of chess that is the rapier. Let's all play some Hungry Hungry Hickpos. This is dull. Yes! Oh, you're both dead. Great job, guys. No one's very proud. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Tested each other out. Having a little Tinder conversation. Will they get coffee later? We haven't decided. Let's see, little flirt. Oh, no, denied. Oh, so close. You have to place it though. Yes, hug him, Cody. Love conquers all. No, Cody. Oh. I think I have to give that exchange to Matt. Well done, Matt. All right, Cody, don't let him do that to you twice. Remember, your family's not watching, but if they were, that would have been humiliating.
We kind of are.
Matt doesn't need two weapons. All right, they're closing in. Cody has mastered the art of looking snazzy. It's not enough to look good. He does make a beautiful corpse though, doesn't he? A round of applause for our fighters! Wonderful! All right, and now, my lords, ladies, and gentlefolk, it is time, I'm sad to say, for me to hand you back to Sir Robert.
We love you, Sir Robert!
Why?
I'm glad to hear there's some taste back there. Lords, ladies, and gentlefolk, I'm very quickly going to interrupt our fighting to talk about a really cool weapon, the short spear. And I know what we're thinking, that's a short spear, but it is. The short spear is one of the most popular weapons on the medieval battlefield. It is also one of the oldest weapons in all of human history. And it's really not hard to see why this developed. Way back in ye olde days, all you had is a teeny little knife. You go hunting Mastodon, suddenly you get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger, and you're like, hey, knife is good. What if I put it on the end of a long stick? That's better. I like stabbing things from far away. That's way safer for me. The spear, like I said, is one of the most popular weapons in all of human culture. You see it in Rome and Egypt and Greece, Japan, everywhere. Everybody comes up with the spear. There are tribes of chimpanzees that have been seen sharpening sticks to use as spears. So, Planet of the Apes may not be that far off. One of the other things that made this weapon is so popular is that it was incredibly cheap to make back then. Having a sword would be like having a fancy Rolex, where you're like, yeah, look at all this fancy money I had for my sword. But the peasants couldn't afford a spear or a sword, but they could afford a spear because you don't need much metal, and it's easy to find trees back in the medieval period that are long enough to make spears. Another thing that made it really popular is it's really easy to use. If I put this weapon in anybody's hand and said, how do you use this? Every single one of us would go, well, the pointy end goes in the other guy. And that is exactly correct. So, I have my lovely assistant Eva over here, and we are going to demonstrate the core art of spear fighting, if I may hand off this.
Oh yeah, the art's so intricate it takes 3 pages to describe.
Right. When my opponent attacks, I stop their spear, and I stab them instead.
Whoa! Slow down, Sir Robert.
Mind-blowing stuff here.
She doesn't even have a sharp stick.
Makes it easier.
I'd be more afraid of that. It would hurt more. Now, Eva learns from her lessons, so she doesn't want to get stabbed with the sharp and pointy end. So when we attack again, she's going to push with all her might. Oh,
She has
that's
so
okay.
much might.
That end is sharp too.
Oh, bother.
And down we go.
A
There.
titanic blow!
You now know everything there is to know about spear fighting. It really is that simple. That's why they let me use it.
Yeah, you guys saw how he did with a sword earlier.
Ooh, them's fighting words. I'll fight dressed like this, you fight dressed like that.
As long as I can have the cannon, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Only cannons I need are right here. Now, you folks look awful ready for another fight. I thought so. It's usually not hard to sell people on that. Well, entering the field, we have returning to battle, the slightly less armored Kieran the Cobbler. His opponent, a fearsome Viking warrior, using absolutely not Viking weapons, but it's okay, we'll forgive him. Aaron the Elvithan. That means Wolf Berserker, in case you're curious. All right, Kieran at the ready. Aaron at the ready. Leon.
Get him, Aaron!
Oh, well struck underneath the shield. You're supposed to use that to block, Aaron. Yes, Aaron has much more real estate to work with that giant shield. Kieran less so with the buckler, but it can be more precise. Both men are trying to get up and around their defenses to probe those squishy bits underneath. Oh, a swing and a miss from Kieran. And yes, sometimes the sword can be used to block. Keep at it, gentlemen, keep at it. Audience, the louder you cheer, the harder they fight. Now Kieran looks evenly matched. Oh, but he can't protect his backside. From which direction am I defending? How many questions are going through his head right now? Who am I? What have I done to deserve this? Why am I here right now? Oh, but now someone has entered the ring. It's Andrew. And the team cobbler is victorious! Frankly, I expected more from the non-acrobats in this crew. It must be said. And yet, this is the conclusion we have come to. I am simply speechless.
It's almost like he taught us everything we know, but not everything he knows. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been Dueling Weapons Academy of Renaissance Fencing. You have been awesome. Thank you and enjoy the festival. Come on over, folks, take a bow. We will be back on at 5:30, so feel free to come on back.
Stick around to ask questions if you
Come,
like.
take pictures, ask us
Also,
questions.
feel